All right, guys, in this episode, Chase Jenkins is going to go over the Kahr family of firearms.
Hey folks, Chase Jenkins from Talon Defense. We're out here this afternoon at the Mobile Metro Law Enforcement Training Facility. One of the things that we're going to talk about in this episode is pocket pistols, smaller guns. What we start looking at, a couple of reasons that we have to run a smaller gun. During the summertime, certain parts of the year, the season, we have on minimal clothes and attire, so that kind of limits the gun that we can have on us or hide effectively. One of the other reasons that I start looking at these smaller guns is if I am in a place where I'm prohibited from having a gun, or being discovered with the gun may be detrimental to what I'm trying to accomplish. So we start looking at those for OGA guys, for law enforcement guys filling certain roles. So not that it's a go-to gun for me, but sometimes it's the only option. So we're going to look at a couple of offerings today from Kahr, smaller compact weapons that they have available. When guys come to classes, a few of the things that we start looking at is, I generally, for carry purposes, won't get any smaller than a mid-size handgun. But again, there may be times where we have to go smaller than that for whatever the reason may be. Kahr is one of the few guns that we see that will actually function and be reliable from where I stand. I generally want to keep my caliber choices a 9mm or better. So all these offerings here are in 9mm. One of the things I have noticed about them working with them out here today is I can get a proper grip on these guns. They're not so small that I can't get a proper grip and affect the way that that allows me to be accurate with it. So this small PM9 9mm family, I can still get a good grip on this pistol. Also, when I get that support hand grip, the gun's not so small that my grip starts interfering with the gun's ability to function, right? So this one, 9mm, accurate and reliable. And this is one of the smaller offerings. So pocket pistol or deep concealed carry, something like that, this would be an appropriate gun. Then we start getting into just a little bit bigger model, the P9 series. Again, I can get a proper grip on it. When I get a proper grip, I'm not interfering with any of the controls or the functioning of the weapon. So again, reliable. The guns keep running. We get into a little bit bigger offering they have, the ST9. One of the things I noticed about this is the slim profile, so I don't have to worry about that grip printing if I have minimal clothing on, a pair of shorts, just a t-shirt hanging over it to hide it. This gun allows me to get, again, a proper grip on it, not interfering with any of the controls or the working parts of the gun. All right, so one of the things that we were talking about when we started working with these smaller guns is what you have done is taken a working system and made it smaller. So one of the things that we'll see is guys will have a grip on the gun and they can't manipulate it properly. That wasn't the case with these guns and the way they were laid out. So even this smallest one, if I have a malfunction in it, finger straight, I can still seat that magazine properly because it's not so small that my hand covering it, and the slide is big enough, present enough that I can get a proper grip on it and operate it properly as well. So if your job or certain times of the year, locations that you may be, restrict the size gun you can carry, give the Kahr line a look. Chase Jenkins from Talon Defense. See you on the range.